Tonight on the report, a sight for sore eyes as the Bears' #1 man finally puts on the pads. The Sox try to salvage one at the Jake. We'll see if it's a story of rags to riches. And Steve Cashel shows us one of the prettiest golf holes in Chicago. Will his game be as pretty?
4.
Look alive. The report is here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Channel Report. I'm Lance McAllister. Ahead on the show, the Cubs play giveaway while the team leading the division gets a daily double. Plus, we'll play a little online trivia. But first, a little Bears Nightly. And today was anything but a day of rest for the Bears as they finally got a chance to see their #1 pick in Platteville. 2 days after the Bears' somewhat weak performance against Carolina, Rashaan Salaam took the field for the first time in full pads today. It wasn't the torturous practice many had expected, but it was tiring for Salaam, who admitted afterwards, hey, he's got some catching up to do these days.
It was kind of rough on me. I felt about 5 steps lower than everybody else, so it was kind of rough. I think a couple of days, a couple more practices, I'll be all right. I wasn't nervous, just everybody else got 12 weeks under their belt except me.
To be honest with you, he looks, the intensity and effort was there, which you know it's going to be there all the time, but he looked like a guy that's missed 2 weeks of camp and who's a rookie. You know, I mean, he was feeling his way on things and uncertain about things, and I think the speed and the tempo which we practiced probably was a little bit different for him. So for the first day, it was fine, but it's not near where obviously it has to be.
Well, I like some of the things I saw. I don't think he's in the greatest of shape, which I think that will come too. And you take the hitting and the little pounding that he took, and not being in the greatest of condition, that kind of took a little toll on him. But I see him coming around and doing things. I was pleased with what he did today.
On to baseball now, where there is actually good news for the White Sox. The last time the Sox visited Cleveland, they got swept and they lost a manager. This time around, they win a game and they keep their manager. The Sox forced the Tribe fans to put away the brooms by salvaging 1 of 3 behind another strong outing from Dave Righetti. Let's head to Jacobs Field, take a look at it. Indians have the best team in baseball, may have one of the worst mascots in baseball in Slider. Big Hurt says slide this. Frank Thomas, the laser beam, almost decapitates El Presidente. Dennis Martinez. Mike Hargrove says it went that close to taking his head off. Later, after the run scored, Devereaux brings home another. Tim Raines scores 2-0. The bullpen just chilling, looking like an easy day. Bottom 5, Tony Pena, though, gets one high. He gets one deep, and he gets it off the wall. Alvaro Espinoza wheels around to score 2-1. Next batter, Kenny Lofton at the plate. Chance to tie, possibly take the lead. He goes down on strikes. Rags was living large. But in the 6th, Rags was in trouble. The walk to Omar Vizquel. Carlos Baerga steps to the plate. He does the damage, lining one through the hole, the left side. It's time to call it a day for Dave Righetti. He was headed to the showers. Bring on the rookie, Brian Kaiser. Kaiser strikes out Bell. Kaiser then strikes out Murray. But then he walks Manny Ramirez, loads up the bases for pinch hitting Paul Sorrento. Does the kid have enough? Yes, he does. Grabs some bench. Paul Sorrento, end of inning. White Sox lead. Top 9. Ray Durham adds to it. He is on fire since the break. Lines one to right field. 2-run score. Here comes Raines. Here comes Ventura. It's a double for the second baseman. 4-1 White Sox. Mike Hargrove doesn't want to look. Top 9, or bottom 9 now. 2 on. Roberto Hernandez blows away Wayne Kirby. That is your ball game. White Sox come up winners and salvage 1 of 3 at the Jake. Righetti moves to 3-0 on the season. Ray Durham hitting .350 since the All-Star break. El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, drops his 2nd in a row after starting 9-0. Bad news, though, on the White Sox side. Jason Beret goes on the 15-day DL with bicep tendonitis. As for the bullpen today, it did the job. It continues to do the job of late. 4 innings work today. Just 1 hit. They walk 2. They strike out 7. A masterful job of holding down the 4th this afternoon. As for the White Sox, next game in action on Sports Channel, try Tuesday night. They take on Seattle at the Kingdome. Pregame starting at 8:30. The game starts at 9. Early report. Sports Channel Report starting at 8 on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Cubs and Randy Myers are kicking themselves for the one that got away at Busch Stadium this afternoon. What looked to be a series sweep turns to extra inning disappointment as the Cubs miss a golden chance to gain wild card ground on all 3 teams ahead of them. Let's head to Busch Stadium. Mark Grace with a rare day off, played cheerleader this afternoon. Watching Todd Haney with a beauty of a dive. Look at him get up and throw. Gets the out. It was a big day for Haney at the plate as well. Top three, did it with the glove. Now he does it with the stick. That's gone. Danny Jackson, and that one is jacked. His second of the season puts the Cubs on the board up 1-0. Cardinals come back and tie it, but the Cubs rally behind Joe Kamak, who answers. Gonzalez on. Kamak drops one down the right field line. Here comes Gonzalez. There'll be no play at the plate. 2-1 Cubs. Bottom six. Brian Jordan, the smash into center field. The run is home in Bernard Gilkey, 2-2. We go extras. We go to the 10th. Chance to do some damage, but Todd Zeal strikes out on 3 pitches. Bases loaded. Then Ozzie Timmons, that should have been ball 4. It's not. Instead, it's your easy Canaccord pop-up to the catcher. End of inning. More Leather. More Haney. Look at him go get this one. Spin and throw. Gets his man in Gerald Perry. Cards flash him D, though. Tom Urbani on the run. Bare hands and gets Brian McRae trying to get aboard with a bunt. We move all the way to the 12th. Some fans weren't sticking with it. Zeal to the plate. Dunston on base. This one's going gap. It's rolling to the wall. Dunston scores. 3-2 lead. Bottom 12. Randy Myers to close it. Darnell Coles goes up, goes out, and plants one in the flowers. This ball game is tied at 3 apiece to the 13th. Nabholz on. John Mabry pulls back the bunt, singles to center. Here comes the run, and here comes victory for the St. Louis Cardinals. They rally, tied in the 12th, win it in the 13th. This will be remembered as a killer in the wild card hunt. Cubs come up short, 4-3 the final score. Randy Myers blows the save, kills my fantasy team in the process. Cubs are home 4-3 with the Padres starting on Tuesday. Well, while we're on the subject of the Chicago Cubs, it's time to play a little online trivia. As you know, we're taking your email here at the Report, and today we've got a question for you. Can you name the last Cub pitcher to throw a no-hitter? Email us at screport@aol.com with your guess. We'll check out the responses, give you the correct answer later in the show. As for the winner, Jim Blaney will wash that fan's car for a week. No, I don't think so. Later on the Report, the rest of the night on the diamond, the Reds and the Phillies enjoy a Sunday double dip, plus NFL action from the Dog Pound as the Giants and Browns square off in the preseason heat. And later, all the day's golf action, including a playoff affair at the Buick Open. Keep it here, back after a break.